All right, sixth grade, I'm back again. Can't get rid of me. Again, thank you for your diligence and your hard work and prayer today in class. I want to explain to you kind of what we're going to be doing. Now, I know I wasn't in class on Monday when you had my class. That's because I was in Arkansas to celebrate my niece Grace's first Holy Communion, which is just a really cool thing. So thank you for any of you who prayed for her and for my safe travels. I appreciate all of that. Today, we are going to continue our conversation of the Communion of Saints. Now, I know you had a packet you had to finish up for me on Monday, and that should be ready to go today. You're going to put that in your folder and keep it there. We're going to look at that when I see you on Friday. Today, what you're going to do is you're going to create a Communion of Saints booklet. And this is going to help us kind of organize the essential materials that you read about in the chapter that you had due today. So pay attention because this can get kind of confusing, okay? Any sub in the room, feel free to pause it whenever you need to make sure that the students kind of know what they're doing and give them time to work, please. All right, today you're going to create a little booklet, and I have my completed little booklet here. So you're going to be making your Communion of Saints booklet, and you can see there's right here the church militant, and we got the church suffering, and we got the church triumphant. We got some good info on the inside. And I messed up on my example, so I'm going to go show you this side. And then we'll work on the rest in class too. But here's what you're going to do. Your teacher in class today is going to hand out to you a sheet that looks like this. And you're going to need to cut this out. Now, at the end of the day, at the end of this, what you're going to be left with is this shape, okay? So this paper right here ends up looking like this. So to help you with some context, you're going to take a scissors, and I kind of made little red dash cut marks along the lines. So if you'll notice, only the outside contour lines are the ones you're cutting out, okay? So you're really just cutting out this kind of weird shape. As somebody in the other class put it, it looks like an owl with its wings spread out. Not sure I agree, but there you go. There's some context. You're going to cut this out, and it is going to end up looking again like this. So go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and hand out those sheets and cut those out. Please make sure that the scraps go in the recycling bin right over there by the door. All right, thank you. Go ahead and stop the video and do that. All right, everybody, you should have your shape all cut out now. So now we're gonna get to the next part of this. Okay, now you'll notice if I turn it, so that center line is horizontal, what you're going to do is you're actually going to fold this in half like this, and you're going to crease it really good on that horizontal line. So if you go ahead and do that, I'd appreciate it. You're going to get something that kind of looks like this, okay? So ultimately, this is what it's going to look like. Again, fold it in half like this. Next thing you're going to do is you are now going to fold down these flaps. Now the flaps fold towards you. So, okay, this side's looking at me. So I got 1, 2, 3 flaps, and I'm gonna fold those towards the outside of the paper. Okay, and I know this is like rocket science. This is probably gonna put some of us to a test here. Can we follow directions and can we fold pieces of paper? Super duper challenging. Okay, I folded mine. There's my top. It looks like this. You're left with this like little, I don't know what they call that shape. Looks like that. Okay, now you're gonna flip over. You're gonna do the same thing on this side. Folding down these elements here like this. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have this triangle shaped like this with these little tiny flaps on it, okay? All right, everybody got that? Okay. Teacher, go ahead and feel free to pause the video and go ahead and let everybody fold it. I'll leave my example for you on the board. Thank you. All right, now that you have that part done, we're gonna fill in the different sections on our little booklet. So if you go to Google Classroom, you'll notice under classwork, you click there, it's gonna take you and there's gonna be this Communion of Saints class materials. You're going to be doing the Communion of Saints. I think it's this one, the PowerPoint today. Let's see if I was right. I was. There you go. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow the slideshow, the PowerPoint, and you're going to fill in the different things on the different flaps and sections. So the middle is always open. The outside always has these little flaps on it. So if you would be kind enough to kind of go through, the first one we're gonna do, you're gonna write the Communion of Saints here, and you're gonna dedicate these little outside flaps to symbols representing the church militant, the church suffering, and the church triumphant. And then on the inside, you're gonna identify what each of these places is called, who is there, where it's at, and then in the center part, you're gonna put the definition. So for example, if I go ahead and move down just a screen here. So I write the Communion of Saints. I'm gonna skip this part. All right, so I have my example here for you to help you out. So, okay, again, inside is on the inside. These flaps hang on the outside, okay? Bottom right-hand flap right here is going to be a symbol of an earth. I just put a number 1 there to remind myself. And you open it up, and it's what it's called, who is there, okay, where it's at, and then the definition. And all of that comes directly from the slideshow. So as you flip through the slideshow, it's going to tell you what to do next. So then you do purgatory. And then you would do heaven or the church triumphant. Okay. And then on the inside, you're going to be doing a variety of different things as well. So on the inside, you're going to be writing all the definitions, all the definitions and explanations of what the church triumphant is. And very last, the last one gets a little bit more complicated. So again, who is the Communion of Saints and how are they unified through love and charity? So again, symbols on the outside of the flaps, but you open them up and you have this beautiful interaction that takes place between each of the parts of the church, whether it be the church militant, over here I guess, praying for the souls in heaven, or them suffering for or giving indulgence to the church suffering over here, and vice versa. So again, all of that is going to happen on the other side. So if I have this side dedicated to the church Communion of Saints, I'm gonna flip it around, and my other blank side right here will be all of this, okay? I do recommend, like I did here, using different colors for the different sections. So for me, all my church militant I did in brown, all my church suffering I did in purple, all my church triumphant I did in orange, okay? And I'm gonna keep those colors consistent as I use them on the back side of this as well. So your homework is to have your Communion of Saints booklet filled out, ready to go for class when I see you on Friday. Friday, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about the chapter you had to read, and then we're gonna get you ready for an upcoming test you have over the Communion of Saints. So, all right, thank you guys for working hard. If you have questions, by all means, feel free to ask the teacher. Pretty smart, they can help you. If not, save them for me once I get back, okay? All right, thank you again for your hard work today. God bless you all. See you soon, bye-bye.